Hello folks, welcome back to Grandpa's Guitar Building and Songs. Won't be long, I'll sing y'all a song here pretty soon. I want to talk to you about what we're doing. I've got this all cleaned up pretty much, and I'm ready to attach this neck back, but I still got some work to get the angle to the correct position. And right now I've got to cut some more in this dovetail slot right here in this area. Got a little glue build up down in here. I got to get that out because glue does not glue the glue. You need it down to fresh wood. But another thing is it's going in there, and it's this dovetail, this side of the dovetail is keeping me from going down all the way over here on this side. So I got to do that, and I'll show you about pulling that sandpaper through the neck joint to get that more level, square with the body. This is kind of the boring part of this mess, but we're moving along with it. If I could just get this area done to where I can get the neck glued in like it's supposed to, then we can move on along with it a lot quicker. There's still a lot of work to be done. We had our first freeze last night. It's still pretty cold out there right now. It's about, let's see, it's 9:30 in the morning here, and we are in Arkansas. Up in the north central part. And if they say it's going to be cold in Little Rock, it's going to be a little colder here. So we're getting close here to this whole thing. I showed you about having that gap down in there. Well, I got all that filled up pretty much. I can't see the monitor, so hopefully you can see that. And please write in on the comments below so I know what to do better for you guys if y'all want to watch this stuff. If I don't get no viewers and extra rumbles or whatever, I'm on Rumble and YouMaker. So if you're on either one of them, look me up. On Rumble it's when is it coming here, and on YouMaker I think it's KRS. I need some subscribers and some views and people to let me know they're interested in watching this so I can either keep doing it or move on to something else. It's just like everything else. If you don't have nobody watching it, well, it takes all the fun out of it. I do this so people can learn how to do this, because I was taught by some pretty good guys online on the YouTube channel and various other channels, and it's really an enjoyable thing if you like doing stuff like this. So let me get this swept out with my little broom. Now let's see what we got going here now. Put this back down in there, and I think that's going to make it better. I was leaning to one side right there, so let me put a clamp on it and we'll see what we got at this point, at this juncture. Hard to figure out. That neck angle needs to be right there where, like I've showed you before about this bridge. This is the area, spot where it needs to be intonated correctly. And man, I'm just right there. I think that's going to be good. It's right at the top of the bridge. Not over it, but I do need a little bit of, I wish it was better. I need a little bit above the bridge so I can crank that thing up to make it higher, but the way this thing is made, that's probably about all I'm going to get. So we might have to do some more shimming right here to move that way, and to get this right here fixed up like it's supposed to be. Now I want to show you about how to do that sandpaper pulling. I got some 120 grit right here, and I'll show you just, in order to get this thing to where it's flat and level with the front edge of this body, you want to put that dude in there and then just pull on it. Put it all the way up here on the sides, and you can pull on it to get that level. Just like that. Now I'm pulling more on this side because that's where the side that needs it. This side is all flush. I just need to get this side a little better. just all trial and error. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now let's see. That side's still good. Let's see how much tighter it is, or looser. Not too bad. And we got to make sure also that it's going to be down there like it needs to be. Now right now I've got a good I want to show you about this. Right now we got a good flat fretboard. Not rocking anywhere, and it looks like all the frets are touching the ruler, and that's the most important thing. But after I get this glued on, then I'll be able to start working on the frets to get them fixed like I need them. That's a pretty good neck joint. I've seen better, I've done better, but this whole thing is kind of like this old house. It needs a whole lot of work. So we're better than what we were. And I am just about to the point where I'm ready to, I'm still up too high here on this side. This side is flush. So I've got to do some more work with that. I'm not sure exactly what the whole problem is, but I'll figure it out. So I took some off the inside of that, thinking, well, it will. Let me put a little more clamping pressure on this side, see if it goes down. Now, at the moment it's down, but that's with pressure. So. Well, it didn't come back up, I don't think. Once it's glued in place and it's dried there, it definitely is gonna stay. you really don't want to have to force anything. You want it to fit right as you put it down in there. So I've got quite a bit more work to do on this side of the dovetail joint and everything to get that flush. So we'll come back later on. Appreciate you being with me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that rumble like button. Thank you. Hello people. Welcome back. I am going to resume fitting this neck into this joint right here. And what we got to do first is I have already put chalk on the inside of this dovetail joint, and we're going to use that to check to see the high spots so we know what to take off right here and right here for these shims. You can see I got some nice little shims I put in there, solid maple, and that will hold it very good. It should do the trick. First off, you want to just set her down in there and try to get spread it around. And now when we take this out of here, it'll show us where the high spots are as soon as I get it out. Alright, I can see where I've got chalk right here and right in here. One thing it's doing is going all the way up, so that's good. But I've got more chalk here and hardly none over here, so I got to take off from that. Wherever the chalk is, that's where I'm going to sand. And I've got some 60 grit sandpaper glued onto this angled piece of wood here. And so that's what we're going to do. I'll sand that chalk off and then we'll do it again. This part takes a lot of time, so you just got to slow down. I'll just show you how I'm sanding this very easily. Shake the dust off of there. Now I've got to come over here on this side. Until I get the chalk off. Old trusty brush. Brush it all off, and now we're going to stab it again to see where the next chalk winds up. Each time you go, you should be down a little further. And we are just a little bit. See, it's just going to take some time. So I got to, there's some more chalk. So I got to keep doing this. And I'll bring you back when I think I get her done. I'll get close to having the right plane, having the right angle break on this neck right here. It needs to stay this way all the way down. When we get down to where the fret extension board underneath there is all the way flush with the top of the mandolin, then we'll be close to being done. Alright, I appreciate you coming. Thank you.